YouTube, what's up, man? We are back with another video, and today, man, I gotta talk about Travis Hunter, man. Enough time has passed, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to put the young man down or nothing like that, bro. But enough time has passed, so let's get into it. Why Travis Hunter is overrated and why he's gonna be a bust. I mean, listen, man. Everybody want to cheer for the man just cause the color of his skin, and he went to the HBCUs and he went to Dion and da da da. Man, listen, man, all that's cute, man, but we looking at objective reality, and we just looking at the film for what it is. We're looking at the player, not the player character. We're looking at how he play on the field and the decisions he made in the grand scheme of being an athlete. Like, we're not looking at so what everything I'm saying is not about him personally. This is not a personal attack. I'm just looking at the facts as it is. All right, number one player coming out of high school, crazy. You the number one player coming out of high school, and you get with Dion and go play at Jackson State. I mean, disgusting. Off top, listen. You know how many high school football players it is? It's literally millions. And all of these different ranking systems got you at number one, to the point where it's like, okay, you're deemed as the number one overall player coming out of high school. Okay, cool. Salute that. And then you choose to go to Jackson State to be with Dion. Who's Dion? Everybody like, of course he gonna go with Dion. That's the best corner. Like, if you wanna, man, listen, man, beat it, man. Like, what are you talking about? These major D1 schools, you don't think they have qualified position coaches? Dion is just a name, man. I mean, what are we talking about? He want to get coached by Dion. Dion's all time, man. Listen, again, I'm gonna say this again. These major D1 institutions have qualified position coaches, man. Come on, what are you talking about? Like, just knock it off, man. Like, knock it off, please. All right, so you go. The number one player coming out of high school goes to Jackson State University, which is low tier football. That's where I'm getting at. Yes, HBCU, whoop de doo. So what? It's very low tier. This is low tier football. And then everybody's like, well, he doing it for the HBCU, man. Okay, cool. So he stayed there for 2 years and do what he's supposed to do, dominate lower competition. Because players who play HBCU HBCU football are usually not ranked players in the nation coming out of high school. Because if they was, they would have went to a major D1 college. Okay, so he's doing what he should be doing, which is playing both sides and dominating lesser competition. Okay, right? He's supposed to do that. So then Dion doing all this stuff for HBCU, and he's supporting HBCUs, all of this stuff. And then the minute he get a offer from a PWI, which means predominantly white institution, he takes it. Again, I don't care about that. What is annoying about it is, though, people was virtue signaling when he went to the HBCU. Like, it was like, oh yeah, see, he's for black people and he's for black people. No, he's just a football coach. Dion was a football coach this whole time. Pee wee, middle school, high school, and then he got a call up to the big rank, to the big leagues, to be a head coach at a college. Even if it isn't a major D1 college, it's a step up. So like, okay, yeah, I take the head coach job at Jackson State. Okay, cool. He stayed there for 2 years. He do good. They do good. And then he get another raise from a PWI, Colorado University. And now the context changed, and now everybody feel away. The fact that it's a PWI doesn't matter, but I am just stating that it is what it is. That doesn't matter. Most universities are PWI, which means predominantly white institutions, because white people are the masses. So most major universities are gonna be PWIs, and then you have some universities that's gonna be PBIs unofficially though, and PBI mean predominantly black institutions. So schools that go under that would be a school like my school, like Georgia State. Georgia State University is unofficially a PBI, even though it's still a good it's still a good mix there. But the point being, okay, boom. So here's the thing. So You go from being the number one player in high school to going to Jackson State University, low tier competition, and then you go to Colorado, low tier competition. Now this competition is D1, so it's a step up, but it's still very low tier. This man is at Colorado University playing wide receiver and DB and cornerback, and I mean, he's not getting better. And that's the point where we're getting at. This is what's gonna lead to him being a bust in the NFL. You have cornerbacks. Don't you know that to even get recruited from a D1 school, you have to be able to play both sides of the ball. Like for the people who, if you never played high school football, this is how this goes. The person who gets recruited from major D1 schools, that dude plays cornerback, safety, kickoff, kick return. He never leaves the field. This is why the fact that he's able to get recruited from a D1 school is because he stands out. So he constantly on the field. You have some guys who play running back and linebacker. You got guys that play quarterback, safety, wide receiver, kickoff, kick return. These guys stay on the field. And if you have a high school team and they're getting highly recruited, that means you got a beast of a high school team, right? That means you got about on a 40-50 man high school roster, that means you got 10 people who never leave the field because they play both sides because they're that good. Okay. That's high school stuff, man. That don't happen in college. Why doesn't that happen in college? Because in college everybody is good enough to specify in a position. What you think this is, a joke? You think this high school football, you think this pee-wee? It's college, man. Anybody think about LSU, Ohio State. They don't even got to be the cream of the crop. Think about a team like Iowa. Don't you know that those teams? Don't you know that the wide receiver on Iowa, at least one of them, is capable of playing cornerback? They did it in high school. That's how they got the attention of a D1 school. So him playing both sides of the ball was not that spectacular. Every athlete in college football, D1 football, is capable of playing both sides of the field. They just don't. Because in high school, because you were so great, you carried the weight of your whole team. Okay, in college, you don't have to do that because you have capable teammates. That's how that goes as you move up in the game of football. So him doing that, him playing both sides of the ball at Colorado, again, it was just a deploy for him to win the Heisman. I know this sounds like crazy, like I'm reaching, but I'm not. Like, how do you get a player to win the Heisman? You keep him on the field. Deion been saying he wanted him to win the Heisman. Okay, he didn't get it the first year, but the second year, he got it. How did he do that? He increased the volume at which he was on the field. The man was at wide receiver running go routes and slant routes. That's the man is not fast. Like this is like what I'm saying is it would have did him some good to just be a corner and get great at being a corner. Cause him being corner, he's actually more talented at corner, and he just looked more natural as a corner. But okay, boom, he get the Heisman because it's like yeah, he played both sides of the field. I mean, of the ball in the lower level, um, conference, playing lesser competition, and that this and that. So it just looked nice on paper. So it's like okay, like who else is gonna win it? But again, I saw through all of that, man. I saw through all of that, all of the gimmicks. I saw through all of that, man. And when it really came down to him like balling and showing can he really play, he dropped the ball, man. I mean, this first year in the NFL, and I knew the only time he was gonna get humbled was the NFL because that was the first time, the whole time he's played competition that was on his level. This man is not a number one overall draft pick, bro. He should not have went number one. So the man get with the Jaguars, and because he was promoted, he made it look so sweet. I mean, he was. Now I'm not taking nothing away from him playing both sides of the ball against lesser competition, because that's still competition. But they are lesser competition, bro. I mean, we all know where the real competition happened in D1 football, SEC, Big Ten, and maybe even the ACC after that. And this man played at Colorado. What was Colorado? That's Big 12. I don't, man. Listen, man. What? It don't even matter. It was lesser competition. Like, oh, that was old Pac-12. So first year Dion went, they was Pac-12 getting beat on. Worst team in the conference. Look at their record, man. I'm not just talking. Look this up. So essentially, what I'm saying is, you had the number one high school player in the country going to a team where he's essentially the best player on the team. Like, I used to want to do that when I was playing Pee Wee. Like, wow, I would let me. I actually thought about it. I never did it because that's just loser shit. Like, it's not even that serious. Because you're not getting no better when you do that. Like, it would be anybody's dream to be like, oh yeah, okay, you want to play on a good team and not start, or you want to play on a bad team where you are the cream of the crop and y'all losing because it's only you. And that's essentially what he did, man. That's the road he took, and it worked. Like, it'll get you to your destination. It's strategic. It gets you to your destination. But here's the problem: when it's time for you to produce, you have to actually be able to produce. See, the difference between him and some guy from Mississippi State who got drafted. That guy from Mississippi State who played wide receiver, he was going against Mississippi State number one cornerback in practice. Day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. One on one, one on one. Travis Hunter didn't have that. You can go look at the YouTube clips. Like, you can look at, they had it documented. Like, he's over there teaching other cornerbacks how to release and how to do this. The man is taking on a role as a coach. Fool, you supposed to be a player. You supposed to be getting coached up. This man is coaching up his teammates. Like, this is a joke. And meanwhile, you have another kid at another school, another kid, maybe Virginia Tech. This kid at Virginia Tech, he's a number one corner for them. He's going against a number one receiver every day. Do you understand what I'm saying? It don't matter what school it is. Major D1 school. You got Clemson. Clemson number one cornerback is going against Clemson number one wide receiver every day at practice. Bam, 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 bam. They getting better every day. How do you get better? You go against somebody equal or better. That's iron sharpen iron. This man, iron has not been sharpened, so he's very dull. And he got drafted number one. And I mean, it's gonna be a flop. It's not gonna be nothing good about this. Now, he tore his LCL. That's unfortunate because I wasn't cheering for that. That's very unfortunate. But again, statistically speaking, they were very successful with him not being on the field. Like, all those games, they now that sounds crazy, but that's how the NFL, that's how they use their statistics. Like, an example is, if you play corner in the NFL, like, they break it down to the statistics to this degree. Now, those statistics may not be known to the public. Like, I can't get those statistics, but the team do have them, and they reference them all the time during the game. So I know they exist. Like, that's how they negotiate contracts. Like, okay, when you was on the field playing left side of the corner, playing left cornerback, um, the ball came to you 38% of the time, the whole season, right? Which means, okay, we want to keep you because they scared to throw the ball to you. That's the picture that the analytics paint. Now, whether that's true or not is questionable, but the analytics paint that, and they look at analytics, so they break it down. And just analytically speaking, I know it's very clear that, okay, well, Travis Hunter got injured like week 9, and we were successful. They had a winning percentage with him not being on the field. Um, they had a decent percentage with him, but then that stat can go down even further because it's like, how many times did he actually touch the field? Because they're trying to figure out where he gonna play. Man, the man can't play wide receiver, man, in the NFL. Stop it. So anyway, yeah, man, all of this stuff, and it's pressure from the organization to put him on the field and figure out what he could do. Because and here's the thing, they can't justify starting him at corner. Why? Because you have a guy who specialized at corner the whole time, getting better. It's hard to say, hey, this man, like, it's just off name alone. And then they put a lot of money into him, drafting him first round pick. So they kind of feel pressure to put him in the game and stuff like that. But he's underdeveloped, and that's the point. He scammed his way. He strategically made his way to the NFL and number one draft pick. And that's it. That's where now it's like the Roosters come home, man. Like, can he produce? And I don't think he can. This man went up here and then he tore his LCL. I'm not cheering for that. But I don't want people to be like, if he don't bounce back correctly, which 50-50 chance he probably won't, really 60% chance he probably won't. If he don't bounce back, I don't want everybody to say, "Oh, man, it's because of he tore his LCL. That's why he was a bust. Like that's why he didn't do what he's supposed to do." I mean, partially that's true, but ultimately he was never prepared. He never prepared, and we can't let that slide. I'm just saying as a sports fan, I'm giving you the analysis. Like this is just analytical, and like I said, I'm not attacking his character, cause I mean strategically he got to where he was gonna get. Like strategically he got a Heisman. He got number one overall pick going to the NFL by making plays that he earned. However, it was very strategic to just keep him on the field at volume. So those sacrifices he made, even though he was playing lower competition, he still did go out there and play 80% of the snaps or whatever. He did do that. So he did all those bumps and bruises. He did earn that Heisman, but he got it by just volume, by just being on the field, and he got it because Dion put him in that position. So now, okay, strategic. At some point, you could be strategic in life to get to where you want to go. But now that you're at the destination, you got to produce. And I don't think he's producing. I don't think he got it in him. I don't think he's good enough. I think he was good coming out of high school, and I think he would have been better if he would have went to a major D1 school and iron sharpen iron. But he took the path of least resistance. He haven't been put through the fire. So now you draft him first overall, and now it's his first time being in the fire. And now it's too late. Like you in the fire with people with the top, with the elite, it's gonna show up, and it's been showing up. He's lacking. He's lacking real bad. It shows up. And then the LCL tier, even more of a setback. You was already set back because you was the best player on your weak team in college, all throughout college. All throughout high school, he's the best player on the team. And then, okay, best player in the country. Okay, what do you do? But then you didn't even go compete with the other dogs. You didn't compete with them other dogs, man. So you ain't never really been tested. And now you get in, kind of in and out in the NFL. I mean, like you can count the number of snaps he actually played in the NFL. I'm sure they had that documented, but yeah, for the public. But that's and then the LCL tier. So this is just, I mean, you at the plate, you 0 for 2 right now. This is bad. This is real bad. The picture ahead of him right now, I mean, that's what's going on. He 0 for 2 right now. When he come back next season and they try to get him in and he just don't look as good and he already like it's gonna be 0 for 3. It's gonna be a strikeout. Like you out, bro. So anyway, not attacking him, man, but yeah, man, that's the path for least resistance. And yeah, right now he's 0 for 2. Like 0 for 2, man. He about to strike out, and that's unfortunate. But hey, at least he got some money. Boy, that was the biggest scam. That was definitely the biggest scam. But anyway, man, that's my thoughts on Travis Hunter, man. Hey, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank y'all.